Hey guys, welcome back to another video review. In the spirit of the holiday season, and since it's the 10-year anniversary, I thought I'd take a look at my WST Stocking Stuffer Campaign 2008 Combo Dinobots set. Now this one includes, as you can see here, two figures. The first one being G2 Red Desert Warrior, and the other one being Ice Sculptor Jungle Warrior. And love the front of the box. You can see the nice detailed artwork, clearly representing both of the figures. There is a slight difference, as you can see. This figure here it's all painted in its colors. It's a solid figure, whereas this one here has a ghost-like appearance, very crystal-like, obviously due to the name. And that is going to be the difference between these two figures. Taking a look at the top of the box, it's the same as the front. Again, the nice artwork. Bottom, you can see this set here, exclusive. This is a very rare set, limited to 500 pieces worldwide. There were even 10 silver lucky draw sets. Unfortunately, this is not one of them. Produced by JustiToys company. I'm a huge fan of these WST figures. You can see on this side here, this is what the figure is going to look like and what the other figure is going to look like, but we'll get into more detail as soon as I open it up. And then taking a look in the back, standard with these WST Dinobots sets is this common artwork that you'll see. And again, it comes with the character stats for the figures. This one for the Jungle Warrior, and this one for G2 Red Desert Warrior. So without further ado, I say we get the set open and I can just show you how nice of a set it actually is. Okay, so out of the box, this is what actually comes with this set. You'll see the two figures here are individually packaged in their own clamshell. This is the G2 Desert Warrior, aka Snarl, from the G1 Dinobot line. And you can see he comes with his flame sword, his gun, himself, and then they have his two little WST fists there. But great figure. We'll take a look at him in a second. And then the other figure is the Ice Sculptor Jungle Warrior, and aka Dinobot Sludge. And the gimmick with this guy is he is in his crystal mode. So his gun popped out there, but there's his gun. You can see he's all folded up and bent just so that they can fit into this packaging, and he comes with his silver sword as well. So pretty cool set. I like these two guys, and they also come with this instruction package and everything. So let's take a look at this first, and then we'll take a look at the two figures individually. Okay, well, now that we got this little package open, this is actually what comes with it. You'll see that they have their own individual transformation instruction booklets here. So, Desert Warrior Snarl has his, and again, they're nothing spectacular. They do go into pretty good detail, though, they're not colored. Shows here he comes with this fist, his Energo sword and electron cannon, and then it just shows the transformation is pretty much similar or very close for the most part for all these WST figures to their G1 counterparts. Very straightforward, and then it shows you an option of where the stickers go. Now, the one complaint, not from personal experience, but from what I've heard, is with these WST JustiToys stickers, they sometimes tend not to stick very well on the figures. One, for the first being, a lot of them are really tiny, so it's just not a lot of glue, and sometimes, with age, stickers tend to not stick very well. So I'm happy to have them on the mint sheet like this, but these will never be put on. I do believe There used to be, and you might still be able to get them, third-party stickers for these WST figures that actually stick very well. And then his own little baggie here comes with his, I can show it there, his little shoulder cannon with 3 missiles, and then Ice Sculptor, Jungle Warrior has his own book as well. And again, pretty much the same thing. Shows you what he comes with. And then the process for transformation is essentially the same as G1, his G1 self. But for the fact that JustiToys is essentially a third-party knockoff company, the fact that they included all this stuff is great. They didn't skimp on any details, really. And to be honest with you, a lot of these JustiToys figures are actually better than the Takara WST figures. And again, you can see he's got his own instruction book, or sticker sheet. Everything's still on there pristine. And then he's got his own crystal. How can I do this here? He's got his own crystal gun with 3 missiles as well. So without further ado, now let's take a look at the individual figures, starting with G2 Red Desert Warrior. Okay, so here is the first figure we're going to do, which is the G2 Red Desert Warrior, aka Snarl. You can see how small he is. Basically fits in the palm of your hand. He is 8 centimeters in length, so very tiny. Just taking a good detail, you can see the head sculpt there is very clear. It's a clear one with the beady little red eyes. He's got the nice gold paint through his back spine, all the way down to his the tip of his tail there. You can see it still has a great shine on it for a 10-year-old figure. I think. Myself personally, I've only transformed this set once. Look at that shine. Beautiful. Anyway, and he actually does have a little bit of weight to him too, so it's not really a cheap plastic. There is metal in this. Okay, so I've gone ahead and transformed him. As much as I like these WST figures, just basically due to their size, sometimes the transformation can be a little bit of a pain in the butt, especially if you're trying to do it on camera. So I just thought I'd save the whole aggravation and just, like I said, the transformation for this guy is essentially what it is for his G1 self. So if you're familiar with that, then you're familiar with this figure and how to transform him. Basically, I've gone ahead and transformed him. So this is what he looks like. As you can see, very nice. The nice bright red with the painted metal for his chest part there looks very good. He stands very nicely. There is, unlike with a lot of figures, there is no kibble that's coming out of his back there. So that's good. He looks pretty much great from all positions. And yeah, just really happy to have him. And I'm not going to bother putting on or giving him these other pieces here, so there's no need for that. Anyway, that is G2 Red Desert Warrior, aka Snarl. Let's move on to Ice Sculptor Jungle Warrior. Okay, so here is Sludge. Now this is how he may look broken, but this is actually how he comes when he's packaged in his clamshell, just due to space limitations for the box. No big deal, it's also part of the transformation process. So essentially, to get him back into place, you just clip his head in there. These legs are actually spring-loaded, so you gotta pull it out and then rotate down and then move his feet into place, and then same with the other side. You are just literally pulling and popping into place without geez, this guy's, I don't want to, he's really stiff. Let's see, now the other leg came out of, there we go. There we go. All right, looks good. That is Ice Sculpture Jungle Warrior. It's got some nice chrome detail. Stands very nicely, much like the original G1 Sludge does. You can see he's chromed out tail, midsection there, and then the jaw on his head. And then the whole gimmick, he's supposed to be some crystalline, clear figure, so that's how he looks underneath. A lot of clear plastic to him, but I like that. Looks good. And then there's his jaw move. Very minimal, but there is jaw movement. And then, obviously, minimal leg movement as well. That's to be expected. Okay, so much like with G2 Red Desert Warrior, I'm going to do the transformation off camera just to save time and frustration. And we'll be right back with Sludge in robot mode. Okay guys, and here we have Ice Sculpture Jungle Warrior. Now, I'm glad that I did this one off camera 100%. This guy was super tight. I was afraid a couple times of possibly snapping him. You know, again, that not just applies to small figures like this, but any figure that really hasn't been transformed in, I don't know, say a decade or more, can get a little fragile, joints can get a little tight. But look how beautiful this guy is. Certainly one of the highlights, in my opinion, of the WST figure collection. I can't say enough about this guy. Super clear. And these pieces can come back there. Sorry, I guess it depends on how you want to pose them. Oh. What a beautiful figure. Even his gun's crystalline. But just the light touching of the chrome throughout the figure really sets off this clear plastic. Great figure. You can see the detail. There's the face sculpt. There's him with his gun. There's the sword side. Beautiful. And we'll put him beside his set counterpart there. And then you can see how both of these guys complement each other. Highly recommended. If you're not a fan of these WST figures or don't really know much about them, check it out. These companies no longer exist that obviously produce these figures. But that doesn't mean that you can't find them. It just takes a little bit of time. This set was the 2008 WST Stocking Stuffer set. There were two previous ones in the previous years. The two consecutive previous years prior to this one. I do believe that I have those as well. This was a set that I bought back when I got into collecting. So I got back in 2011. This was a set I believe I purchased in 2012. Don't remember what I paid for it, but it was off an eBay purchase, I believe. But I'm happy that I got it because I don't see it around very much anymore, and I don't see it at the shows. So highly recommend you guys checking this out. Again, this is the WST Stocking Stuffer Campaign 2008 set. My name is Joe. Thanks again for supporting the channel, guys. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe, and share. You can find me on Twitter at ACDecepticon, and check me out on Instagram at MyLifeAndCollecting. Take care, guys. We'll see you again real soon.